And welcome back. The Department of International Relations and Cooperation is hosting the annual Ubuntu Awards at the Cape Town International Convention Center. It brings together leaders from various sectors, including business, civil society representatives, cabinet members, prominent figures, as well as heads of diplomatic missions accredited to South Africa. Let's cross live now to the ICC.
Recipients, ladies and gentlemen, when talking about the revolution in Guinea, the African revolutionary Amilcar Cabral once said, and I quote, "We must always be mindful that people are not fighting for ideas. They are not fighting for things that are abstract, that are in anyone's head, but that people, ladies and gentlemen, participate in the struggle for self-determination with the singular aim of fighting to win material benefits and to live in a better place that are peaceful and to appreciate the forward lunge of their lives and to secure the future of their children," unquote. By saying this, ladies and gentlemen, Amilcar Cabral was making the point that we must never let ideological differences deter us from recognizing our oneness as a nation. Our oneness that should be premised on the central ambit of ensuring that South Africans in particular continue to be united in its diversity. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, it is important to recognize that the Ubuntu diplomacy that South Africa executes, it's premised on the self-actualization and self-realization that we are because of other people. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the lodestar of what informs the conduct of the South African people and its representatives in government. We therefore allow you to ensure that your welcome today at the Ubuntu 2025 Awards, ladies and gentlemen, is the intersection of the trust that you have in your newly elected government, and that trust, ladies and gentlemen, should be amplified with the pride, the consciousness, and the purpose through which our head of state, Honorable President Ramaphosa, have navigated quite complex responsibility of constitution of government that are made by the people and for the people. We are conscious, ladies and gentlemen, that as we are converging today, that our flags are flowing at half-mast across the country because of the loss of lives that we have suffered of 14 gallant, brave soldiers in aid of South Africa's and Africa's peace diplomacy. It is critical, ladies and gentlemen, to remind all and sundry that Agenda 2063 speaks about the mantra of having an inclusive, a prosperous Africa. And one of the flagship programs of Agenda 2063 speaks about the central topology of silencing of the guns. It is therefore our submission as government, ladies and gentlemen, that these 14 soldiers have put their lives at the disposal of the African people in pursuit of Pan-Africanism to ensure that the issue of peace diplomacy becomes a reality in our life. Program directors, as we celebrate tonight, we wish to draw attention and we wish to be inspired by the achievements of our recipients that represents a mirror image of all South Africans. Secondly, ladies and gentlemen, their dedication reinforced the belief that it is only by working together that we would become agents of social change to ensure that South Africa tomorrow are better than the South Africa of yesteryear. As I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, we wish to express our singular appreciation to every single person individually represented here today, represented as special envoys by their heads of states and heads of government, to continue to be working with the South African government as ambassadors of goodwill. Thank you for being here, and let's continue to work together to build a better world where we do not only strive for abstract matters in our mind, but that we continue to strive in a world where the material guarantor of our children of tomorrow becomes a reality in the world that we find ourselves in today. And Nkosi kakhulu, asante sana. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, thank you very much, Deputy Minister. On that note, ladies and gentlemen,